Good afternoon, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm your host, David, and this is David Sports Combos. I'm here to give you Week 12 picks before the Thursday night game tonight. And let's kick it off. Thursday night football. We have Buffalo at Houston. Let's see how that all rides. Houston came off an impressive victory over Tennessee. Buffalo also came off in a very impressive victory with the 6 touchdowns against Tampa, both riding their highs. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. I think they are actually more desperate. I usually go for the more desperate team. They're more desperate to get the win to get into playoffs than Houston. Houston can ride their terrible division all the way to the piggy bank. So we'll see how it all rides. Going with Buffalo Bills just on quarterback play alone, even though it's been impressive for Davis Mills on his 2 game win streak. Then moving on for 1 o'clock games, we don't have an early bird this week, which is fantastic. Indianapolis at Kansas City, game of the week right here. Game of the week. It was a tough one for me. I'm going to pick Kansas City because, again, back to my theme, I'm going with the more desperate team to win. Indianapolis is in the driver's seat for their division and for their playoff spot. Kansas City is on the outside looking in. And also, I don't view Daniel Jones as good as Patrick Mahomes, so I'm also doing the quarterback pick here. So those are usually my two themes: the more desperate team and the better quarterback. If you got those two, you're going for the three. So I'm going with Kansas City on that one. And then moving on for 1 o'clock, we have Seattle at Tennessee. So far, I think every pick I'm going to do is probably like what everyone else is thinking. So look for the opposite. But we'll see how it goes. Seattle should dominate Tennessee. Should whoop them. I mean, Sam Darnold should have at least 2 touchdowns, and they should blow them out of the water. I don't know how Tennessee could be competitive. They're going for the number 1 pick. So we'll see how that rides. Then you have Minnesota at Green Bay. Big, big division game. All right. Look out. Okay. Minnesota at Green Bay. It's definitely, everyone says it's the rivalry in the NFC North. I don't view it that way, as a Lions fan. But now let's get carried away here. J.J. McCarthy, look for this to be his bounce back game. He's going to have a big game. I think it's going to be difficult for him. I don't think I'm picking Green Bay to win, but look for JJ to have a big game. I can definitely see it happening. Green Bay has been very up and down. It's very hard to figure out who they are. Excited for the Lions to play them on Thanksgiving. Excited to be with the fam on that. Well, going with the Green Bay Packers to win this game, just because their defense is better than Minnesota's defense, and I think Green Bay is more desperate to win. I've given up some big losses to like Cleveland, Carolina, stuff like that. So we'll see how that rides. But going with Green Bay Packers, but look for it to be a close game. New York Jets at Baltimore. I view this same way Seattle, Tennessee. Baltimore should smoke the Jets, like whoop them. Even if Tyrod Taylor is given the start, Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, look for him to have 3 touchdowns and win your fantasy league. Moving on, we have the New York Giants at Detroit. Redemption game for Lions. Since Dan Campbell's been a head coach, we have not had back-to-back losses. So, yeah. Yeah. Take that to the bank after the first season. So, look for him to continue that and the Lions to win. I love Jameis Winston, but the Lions are going to win this and have a huge slate of games at home to get them back into the playoff hunt and win the NFC North. Moving on, Pittsburgh at Chicago. I'm picking Pittsburgh because I really want Chicago to lose. That's the main reason I'm going. And also, the Steelers look better with Mason Rudolph than they did with Rodgers, in my opinion. Hot take. But if Pittsburgh's defense could rally, stop Chicago's win streak, I can see it. And they all galvanize after Jamar Chase spit it on Jalen Ramsey, start their own revenge tour. Look for Pittsburgh to win this game. Then New England at Cincinnati to conclude our 1 o'clock games. I'm going with Cincinnati, looking to stop New England's win streak. I can see everybody picking New England, but somewhere they got to hit a roadblock. And I think Cincinnati, even though the defense is terrible, I think the offense will be going. Even though Jamar Chase is suspended, look for T. Higgins to have a big week and Chase Brown to have a lot of scrimmage yards. So excited for that game, actually. 4 o'clock. These are some tough games to watch. Cleveland at Las Vegas. It's Shadur Sanders' first start. First time he's getting practice with the starters. Holy cow, Cleveland. What a smart organization you are. It takes you all the way to week 12 for Shadur Sanders to have practice with the starters. You guys are terrible. I'm so happy I'm not a Cleveland Brown fan. And for y'all Cleveland Brown fans watching, like, just join the Lions. Just come on over. Come on, join the good side. Join the good team. You know? Like, I don't know what you're rooting for over there. Yeah. So picking Cleveland to win. I guess that's what they're rooting for. Sorry, I need oxygen. There's no oxygen in this room. It's a lot of heat with these hot takes. Um, Cleveland should beat Las Vegas. I can't give Las Vegas a win in the near future. They don't even give Gentry the ball 10 times a game. Like, what are we doing? They don't even give Brock Bowers 5 targets. Like, what? Jeez, you suck. Like, well, this is going to be a terrible game, but look for Cleveland and Myles Garrett to be better than Max Crosby. So, looking forward to that. Jacksonville at Arizona. This is a big game. Look for Jacoby Brissett to beat Trevor Lawrence. That was a big game for Jacksonville, but Herbert went down, so that team was discombobulated. It was an easy win for Jacksonville. But look for Arizona to get a big win and Jacoby Brissett to have a big day like he did. He set a record last week in most passes completed in NFL history. So look for him to have another like high 30, 35 completion, not completion rate, 35 out of 45 throws. Looking for that. It'll probably be like 75 percentile. We'll see. Yeah, looking for Arizona to win that game. Philadelphia at Dallas. Big rivalry game. Can Dallas win? I don't believe so. I'm actually rooting for them to win, especially after Lions losing to Philadelphia like we did. We could have won that game. Look for Dallas already beat Philadelphia. It's just two different teams now, first and off, compared when they first met each other this season. So, holy cow! So look for Dallas for the upset. I'm picking Philadelphia. But if you're a betting person, I could see this being the upset right here. I know the pot's probably in Philly side of this, not even looking at like this Las Vegas or any other Caesar's Palace. We'll see how this rides, but look for AJ Brown to have a big game. Maybe they might have that rookie corner on him that just got his debut last week, Shelvin Rizard. So we'll see how that rides. But I'm looking for Philadelphia to come out on top. All right, and then Atlanta at Saints, big division game. Michael Penix is out for the season. Drake London might not play. Not a lot. Just riding there on dire straits. Atlanta is for sure. Look for I'm picking the Saints to win this, even though I don't know what they're playing for. Look for Tyler Shuck to have a touchdown to Olave, and look for this game to be like, say, 12-7 or something like that. It's gonna be low scoring. We'll see how it rides. There's gonna be a kick return somewhere in there. Look for the Saints to win. And for Sunday Night Football, this should be very good. Tampa Bay at LA Rams. Picking Tampa Bay. They've lost their last two. I think they're more desperate to win this than the Rams. The Rams are extremely hot. Look like the best team in football. Matthew Stafford's in the MVP conversation. I got him on my backboard. You all know how I feel about him. He's my man. He's my guy. Yeah. Look for Tampa Bay. Look for Baker Mayfield to. This is gonna be a shootout between the two, and hopefully, as the fan, we get to see that. Look for the run game for Tampa to be present more than the Rams. I think. I think the defense for Tampa Bay has been very bad, but look, I think they can. They have the tools. This thing is mainly all on Vita Vey's back, which is crazy. To slow down Kyren Williams. If they slow down Kyren Williams and get down that play action game and hold up some of their tight ends, I can see Tampa Bay pulling away from this. So I'm rooting for Tampa Bay. All my local cats, you know where it is. Go for the Bucks against the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Then we have Carolina at San Fran. Whew. Not looking forward to this Monday night game. Not at all. Yeah, it's gonna suck probably. Look for San Fran to be dominant. Brock Purdy throwing to Kittle, Christian McCaffrey build upon his offensive player of the year case. We'll see how this all goes. But yeah, I'm going with San Fran on this one. If they lose, San Fran loses, then I don't care about the rest of their season. But they should win this game. Carolina, again, they can beat terrible opponents. They just can't beat good opponents. I mean, and people will be like, "Oh, they beat Green Bay. Green Bay is a terrible opponent." They just need to accept it. So, yeah. So that is my Week 12 picks. Last week I was 73% correct. Let me look back. 11 for 15. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So close to the perfection. I want to be 100%. This is keep betting on them big league parlays, you know? So, yeah. Gamble responsibly, everybody. So, yeah. Thank you all again for watching. I have too much fun with this, as I always say. I appreciate you all. Like, share, and subscribe. It's been a good time. Enjoy Thursday Night Football tonight. And, yeah. This year's almost over. Wrapping up. We're about to have Thanksgiving next week. It's exciting times. Hope everyone has a good time with their family as much as I do. Thank you all again. Much love. Peace.